everyone, James here from JVC Paints. Hope everyone is doing pretty well out there. I've got another video here for you guys today. It's been a while since I put one up, but this one it was a project I've been working on for a while, and I wanted to make sure I got it done before I showed it off to you. It is a 997 point bolt action army. It is fins. It comes in at 11 dice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break it down into smaller bits like infantry and then the vehicles and the officer and all the little extra bits and pieces. Throw up some photos here and there and some timestamps, so if you want to like hop around and check parts out, you know, without seeing the other parts or just skip through it or whatever, you can do that. So let's get started. I've got 5 infantry squads in my army here, and the first squad here is a Yakari light infantry squad. It's 9 men. We've got the NCO here. He's got the SMG. We've got another SMG guy back here. We've got the LMG guy here in the front. And what I've done is I've used the Molotov cocktail guys that came with the sets to denote the loader, and the rest of the guys are just round them out. We've got 5 rifles here. They're veteran, which is pretty cool, and they got tough fighters, I believe. Yes, they do. Next to them, we've got 2 squads here. These are continuation war regular troops. We've got 1 9-man squad here. We've got a 7-man squad here. Again, NCO, SMG, another SMG, LMG, loader. This squad, we've got the LMG here. The loader is there. What I've done is I've taken the SMG guy that came with the flamethrower and used him in the NCO as opposed to this guy, because then I would have had doubles, and I thought, well, this way we know who the NCO is. And then we've just rounded up with 3 rifles. So that they are pretty much, you know, what you see is what you get, but they're both, I paid for tough fighters on the larger unit here. The last 2 sections here are the Sissy Recon squads. They're veteran. One unit, as you can see, is 6 men. The other one is 5. They've got the Master of the Hunt, so they can slip into ambush if they move forward without, if they don't fire, so they can advance and then slip right into ambush, which is pretty cool, I think. These ones, they've got the LMG, they got the NCO, with, of course, with the SMG, the loader, 2 riflemen, and then this one just has the NCO has a SMG, and then the other guys have rifles. What I've done for a lot of the figures, you might be able to see on the helmets, I painted the little skulls. There's another one back there. You can see it a little bit. That's all the real detail I did with these guys, was put those little skulls on there. The figures themselves are kind of older sculpts from Warlord Games, so they're kind of small if you put them up against sort of the newer figures that are coming out, the bigger, bulkier, more heroic scale stuff. I was a bit surprised when I ordered them. I thought there were 10 guys in a pack of infantry, but there were only 9. So originally I had a totally different list in my mind before these guys arrived. But then when I found out that I was like, oh crap, there's only 36, not 40, that kind of changed things around and whatnot. Other than that, they're pretty straightforward. They're okay. The Molotov cocktail guy, that took a bit of work sometimes getting the arm to fit in there. There was a lot of flash on some of them. Depended on the box, really. Like one box, it was just a nightmare, and then another box, it looked like they had just cleaned the molds, and this was the first run out of it. So that's these guys. I'll take some quick snaps of a few of them, and there's the phone. Here are the vehicles for my fins. We're going to start off with the armored car slot over here. I've got this on my army list as a BA-20 armored car, veteran. It is armor 7, has a a turret-mounted LMG up here with 4 shots, and it has recce. It's also got the unreliable rule, so it takes an extra pin from fire, just 1. So I made this one veteran. This is actually a Tamiya 148 BA-64B, which I got at the grocery store using my points for about 800 yen, about $6. It was okay. Only small conversion here is I took off the head. I changed it, gave him a Finnish head, put the little skull on there. Nice little kit. Camo job, yeah, you know, I could have done a better job. I admit it. Tabletop-wise, it's great. I did do the tools and stuff like that. You can see you got a shovel here, and we've got the saw and stuff like that. Nice little kit. I'll turn it around so you can see the other side as well. Yeah, hopefully be pretty effective on the field if I ever get to play these guys. Next to them, we've got the SU-122. It's a beast. It's armor 9. Has a front forward-facing medium howitzer, which is HE3. Has a 3-inch template. Does was it D6 pins? I can't remember exactly. I know that it has an armor penetration of 3 because this is basically the only anti-tank I have. Camera job, it turned out okay. You know, it's nothing to write home about. It's also unreliable, and I've made it veteran. I think it came in at 191 points. I did okay with the tracks. There's one little bit there that I can see, of course. I always see my mistakes when I'm looking at them through the camera. So, but it was okay. It's a nice little kit. I didn't have this one. I know a lot of people were saying, oh, if you're doing the fins, you should do a Stug and all that other stuff. I've done like 4 or 5 Stugs, but I'd never done this kit, so I decided, you know what, I'm going to do this kit. I'm not to say that I won't ever do a Stug or whatever, but I thought for this army I wanted to try to do something new, get the creative juices going. So I'm going to take some snaps of these guys, and we're going to take a look at the command and all the other weapons teams. Some of the weapons teams that I've got for this army. First up, we've got the sniper. I've decided to go with a regular with these guys. So we've got the sniper. He's balancing his rifle with the ski poles, and his buddy there with the binoculars. What else can I say? I know that they have the famous figure, the White Death figure. I have it somewhere, but I didn't do it for this army. I didn't neglected to say this with the figures before the troops, I should say. As I used this snow effect. This is the Warlord Games snow. I had forgotten, I didn't want to use the baking soda that I had done before on some of my winter stuff because I noticed it's starting to turn yellow, which is kind of gross. And I got to go in and repaint a lot of stuff. So I thought, oh, I'll try the snow again. Not a big fan. And I think coming from Canada, you know, in a northern country, you know that in the mountains and the forests and stuff like that, even in June and July, you'll find these little patches of snow. So I didn't want to go full winter with these guys. But this could be really, honestly, they could be fighting anytime, pretty much probably from like September all the way to like June, depending on where they are in the country. So just a little bit of snow, I thought. But I didn't do it for all of them. As you can see, next time we've got the light mortar. The light mortar, I made them a regular as well. 12 to 24 inches. They can move and fire. Great little unit. I set the mortar up on a separate little base there, just to make it look cooler, I guess, you know. Next to him, we have the officer here. He's on his own. He's armed with, I guess, a pistol, and that would give him tough fighter. I could give him an SMG if I wanted to, or a rifle as well. But I made him regular, and he's only a second lieutenant, so he's only 50 points. And then finally, we've got the flamethrower team here. I've made them veteran, and I mentioned before that I had swapped out the assistant here with this SMG guy, the more infantry styled SMG guy, so the other guy could be an NCO. Great little kit. They've got the Russian flamethrower here. I've seen this flamethrower a couple times. I painted it up. So I'm going to take some snaps of these guys, and then I'm going to say goodbye. They are 997 points, 11 dice of Finnish badassery for bolt action for all your games in the Mannerheim front or in Karelia. I'm just going to sum up what's going on with me. I've got one more Axis army to do to the Bulgarians. Don't know when I'll get around to them. I've got 2 other projects, bolt action related, on the go. I've got an Africa Corps army that I'm doing and a 8th Army Punjabi Force. Other than that, I haven't ordered anything. I'm sure you're all well aware of what's going on in the world and how it's playing havoc on prices and shipping, and there's lots of death and destruction going on out there. So I've kind of holding off on all that stuff. I do have some holidays coming up, so I'm hoping to do a little bit more work on the Reichstag eventually here, depending on the weather and what else is going on. And I have a painting, not a painting clinic, but like a painting holiday. My friend Gio, who you've seen in a couple of my battle reports, and our friend Dave Perry from Heavy Metal fame from many, many moons ago. We're going to the, what's it called? Not the Mira Peninsula, the other peninsula. Is it the Mira Peninsula? Sagami Bay. We're going to Sagami Bay. Which is kind of between Yokohama and Mount Fuji. And we were going to hang out there for 3 days, paint, drink, go out, and raise hell as much as middle-aged guys can, I guess. So anyways, guys, that's it for me. Thanks for watching. Keep those brushes moving, and we'll talk to you in the next one. Bye-bye.